My name's Gisselle Vallejos, but lots of people know me as Pinky. My passion is travel, my inspiration, the unknown, and my desire for discovery leads me to explore foreign lands. Travel with me as I get lost in different cultures, try strange foods, and fall in love with life all over the world. In late February of 2019, after spending 10 months living and working in Australia on a working holiday visa, I headed for India. I would be backpacking the northern part of the country alone for the next 3 months, traveling the country entirely by bus, before catching a bus across the border of India into Nepal, where I would spend an additional 2 months traveling and trekking in the Himalayas before ending my journey in Vietnam. My trip began with a 9.5-hour flight to Bangkok, Thailand, where I had a 2-hour layover before catching a quick 4.5-hour flight and arriving to my destination, New Delhi, India. Delhi is a city of 28 million, a bustling chaos of colors, humans, animals, smells, traffic, and sights that will shock your senses and send your mind reeling into another dimension. This is what I came for. India attracts travelers from all over the world for a variety of reasons. Some are soul-searching, others seek spirituality, plenty are here to learn yoga, and maybe a few believe they will find enlightenment. Personally, I came here out of pure curiosity, and out of the desire to challenge myself and my fears. In my mind, India has long been a frontier I've been apprehensive to cross. A wild and ancient country, a place of unknowns. I had no idea what to expect, and therefore it was an intimidating line I had to venture across and discover. My plane landed at 1 in the morning, and I took a taxi to my hostel in the affluent neighborhood of Hostel, where I stayed for a few nights before moving to a beautiful Airbnb I had rented in the same neighborhood. Now, normally I don't spend much money on accommodation, as I just see it as a place to put my head down for the night. But I had been expecting to stay there with a friend who I hadn't seen for a while and wanted it to be nice. So my Airbnb had a little balcony which overlooked the Hostel ruins, a complex of buildings traced back to the 13th century reign of Delhi Sultanate. Sadly and very unexpectedly, my friend did not make it, and so I ended up staying there alone. It was still very nice and a beautiful way to wake up every morning before heading out to see the sights of the city. One such site I visited was the Lotus Temple. While waiting in line, a man started talking to me. And I'm not shy. I do enjoy meeting strangers and conversing, especially when traveling. I learned his name was Robin. He was from Punjab, but was working in New Delhi. And after a while of talking and enjoying the views of the temple together, he kindly offered to show me around the city a bit. I was happy for the company and to have someone from the country and who spoke the language join me. So I, of course, said yes. I told him I hadn't seen India Gate yet, and with that, we hopped on the Delhi Metro and set off for the gate. After leaving the metro and on our way up to India Gate, we walked through a park, where there were a few monkeys hanging out. They were the first of many, many monkeys I would see while in India. We also saw a little kid selling some snacks, and so decided to buy some before we arrived to India Gate.
Oh, like a little monkey sound.
One day, I and my friend just walking on the street, and there was the monkeys, and the monkey come, we just slapped him. My friend.
Your friend slapped the monkey?
No.
The monkey slapped you? Oh, wow.
I was laughing.
Yeah, no shit. I would be too.
अब मैं थोड़ी बाहर से आया हूँ
तो ये तो बाहर से आए
और
ये तो आई बाहर से
अब
फिर नहीं से
ले तो मैं रहा हूँ वो थोड़ी ले रही है
ना वही ले रही
ना मैं दूंगा पैसे दे मैंने खाना है
Cool.
है एक प्लेट मील बस हाँ डिब्बा देख डिब्बा इंडिया गेट की मेन बत्ती है मेन
Shoot from there.
All right, yeah. That's so much. Holy shit. Okay, cool. Here, all the vendors suddenly started packing up their things and leaving quickly. Robin explained they did not have permits to be selling and the cops had shown up to patrol. It's just a procession of tables and food walking.
They got fine.
Yeah, they don't want that. Dude's rocking away with his truck. Oh my god. And then what? The cop leaves and they come back again?
If the cops go, they come back, or
Yeah.
they come back now.
After finishing at India Gate, me and Robin decided to go explore the Chutney Chowk market a bit and try some more food. We hopped on the metro again and headed to the market near the Jama Masjid Mosque. Yeah. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
You want this? Kheer.
Oh, that's the shit I had yesterday. What is this called?
Kheer.
Yeah, actually I do.
Now you want this?
Now I do. Fuck it, I'll make myself sick. What is it called?
Kheer.
Keel. What is it?
कितने की भैया? कितने की?
30 रुपए 100 ग्राम।
दे दियो 30।
After having our fill at the market, I invited Robin out for drinks at a bar in Hostel village near my hostel, where we ended the night drinking, watching the sunset over a pretty little lake, sharing stories, and enjoying each other's company. If you're watching this, Robin, thanks so much for hanging out with me. It was a pleasure to meet you, and you made me feel welcome my very first few days in India. The next day, I changed hostels and neighborhoods, leaving the upscale and rather relaxed neighborhood of Hostel to the more budget-friendly, yet very chaotic neighborhood of Pahargan, where I stayed a few more days, making friends with locals as well as with the Russian girls in my hostel, exploring the city a bit more, and returning to Jama Masjid and the Chandi Chowk market, this time to check out the mosque a bit more. The Jama Masjid Mosque was built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in the year 1650 and is one of the largest mosques in India. Its courtyard can alone fit more than 25,000 people inside. I went with a few people I had met at my new hostel, and later that night we went out for drinks and karaoke in Connaught Place, which is the central business district of Delhi.
They kept walking up.
They're gonna find them. They're like, he's got that orange.
Oh yeah, perfect.
After spending my first 10 days in India, making new friends in a whirlwind of markets, ancient sites, and chaotic streets, I decided it was time for me to get out of Delhi for a while and go see a new city. I was initially planning on going to Amritsar, which is the city that lies in the northern state of Punjab along the border with Pakistan. However, staff that worked at the hostel I was staying in recommended I go at a later time if I desired to go, and informed me that earlier that month there had been border dispute skirmishes between India and Pakistan in the state of Kashmir, which just neighbors Punjab. It had stemmed from a suicide car bombing that had taken place earlier that month and escalated to airstrikes on both sides. Within a month, Pakistan and India would accept a peace offer, and I would eventually make it to Amritsar. However, the staff at my hostel did a good job of convincing me to wait till later, and I instead ended up taking a trip to a city I had never heard of before, Rishikesh.
Oh shit. Ooh, no. Hey, no. Don't try to steal my stuff, monkey. Get out.
सड़कों पे मोड़ दे